the past, we've done Monday nights where we do trail repeats. We go from here and we go all the way down to the coast and come back up, and it's a kilometer each way, and the sunsets are just stunning.
Oh, they are.
Just stunning.
You don't think they can get any better than they do.
Exactly. There's a lot I love about Bahia Asuncion. Great fishing, insane beaches, variety, the people. The one thing I don't think a lot of people know about Bahia Asuncion though is our incredible trail system. This is the town water pila, so they pump the water here from a long ways away up near Rio Negro all the way down to here, and this is where it's stored. Long time runner, used to do triathlons, all kinds of stuff. I've run thousands and thousands of miles in a lot of different beautiful places, but the trail system here is just, it's really cool. So in Bahia Asuncion, there's been a mountain biking team for a long time, and there's a pretty good mountain biking trail here. I would say the majority of the trails though aren't suited for bikes between the sand and just the terrain. So there's good mountain biking here, but it's not great. But as far as running, we've created a pretty cool trail system. A lot of the trails that were here were pretty beat up, and we rerouted them a little bit for erosion control and to make them a little bit more accessible. To see more and more people out here now using the trails, and I don't want to say it's directly because of us, but I think we've played a small part in teaching people about the trails back here. A lot of people lived here all their lives, they didn't know they're back here. And as we're hiking up to the Crucito right now, there's someone up sitting on the bench that we're going to share with you guys. I remember back when we first got our place, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, 18 years ago, we were sitting out in front. We'd always see these kids, and the kids at the primaria, they wear their little red tracksuits, and we'd see this guy, this teacher, he'd always lead the kids up here, and I didn't think much of it. I thought it was cute and all, but who knows, 15 years down the road now, we bought a bench from the proceeds of our trail run and named it after him. It's Profe Alejandro, and he's a great friend of ours and a great runner. And it's,
you know, Zach had mentioned the kids in their red tracksuits coming out here, and Profe Alejandro on his whistle and his clipboard. Well, cut to, you know, now 2024, 2023, 2022, when we started meeting a lot of these runners, they were the kids. They were the ones, and they have a name for what the run was. It was like
the death run, or
the death run, or
something like that. Yeah. No, the caves. It was something about the, I don't know. Yeah.
So they grew up like, oh, we're gonna run out there. Didn't enjoy it, but now, like, look how far it's brought them. Like now they're running these as adults.
Well,
some of them bringing their kids out here.
Here's a thought too. Check this out. Profe Alejandro had never done trail running until he met us, and his first trail run was at Don Diablo with us. It's just crazy how full circle the world is. What's even crazier is Mika was wearing those red jumpsuits because she was at Primaria. So
one more thing, I guess, along those lines, you know, I don't know if it, once Profe Alejandro retired, like, you just stopped seeing kids. But just the other day, like, kids in tracksuits, I don't know if they were coming up on the trails or what, but it looked like it was a 4th or 5th grade class. We're like, yes.
So we have always wanted to have a trail race here. It's been a dream of mine. This is the Backbone Trail, we call it. We had to come up with names for all the trails because I need to let the kids know where I was running, or Tracy. But I always ran this trail, and I was like, man, I want to do a trail race here. It'll never happen. Fast forward 16 years, and we had our first 5K fun run and 10K trail championships. A lot of it started with the inspiration of our trail running group, the Bahia Asuncion Trail Runners. With everyone's help, we put together this race, and I've always said, hey, you know, we got to dream big. And I wasn't quite sure what that meant, but the first year we had people out here and they're so excited, and so the next year we got a little bit bigger, and we invited the municipal president, Edith Aguilar, and she came. It was unbelievable. And oh, we got people from Cabo, we had people from Ensenada, La Paz, all over coming. So our thing is we wanted to always give back to the community. So one of the things we did was we donated 5,000 pesos to the softball team here. We wanted people to be able to come out and enjoy the beauty here. And so we said, let's donate 2 benches. That's all we could afford from the proceeds. And every year our goal is to put 2 benches so people can come out and enjoy the beauty. And so,
and then you have a daughter too, also.
yeah, Michaela.
Yeah, she's on the softball team, and she's currently training for the State Olympics. She's leaving next week to go represent Mulahe for heptathlon.
Heptathlon, yeah. So this is in honor of Profe Alejandro, who is the guy that used to bring all the kids up here. So
Yeah,
we dedicated it.
Put the rocks in.
You did
Oh,
that.
we were wondering who did
That
that.
was me.
Awesome.
Yeah, we came up here one day and saw the stairs and the rocks, and we were
I
like,
did all that
who did this?
Oh, we were so excited. So
Mystery
thank
solved.
You. I'm glad.
I believe is, you know, it's a good place to come up and pray, and I kind of made a little altar to God here.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You know, because you have the cross already, right? I didn't have anything to do with that, but I figured, well, I come here to pray, and if others want to come up here, make it a little more inviting,
Yeah.
Oh,
because
perfect.
I know people do come up here.
Oh,
So to see people out using the bench, and to hear that he took his time to put the rocks up there, it's so cool. It's so cool. And so this year our goal was to get sponsors, and we got sponsors that we'll announce later down the road. And the goal is to keep the race affordable, so everyone can participate, but also raise as much money as we can to give back to the community. Hey, what's neat is, you know, everyone is, I don't want to say it's because of us, but people have seen others lead by example, and so they started pitching in. So we've seen people working on the trails, you know, after what we've done, and you did this, and so it's just it's really cool to see how much it's evolving and how more people are out here. And from our house, you know, I wake up and I walk out my door and I can look up here and see people, and it's just so rewarding to see people
Spend
using
a lot of hours up here.
So,
Every morning I will come up, sometimes watch the sun come up.
yeah.
Well, cool.
Have you had a chance to hike out to Family Mountain? Speaking of
I've been
rocks?
out that way a ways, but I haven't.
Well, there's 2 ways to get there. You can take the backbone, we call this the backbone trail here.
Yeah.
It'll drop down,
Yeah.
and then you keep going. There'll be a sandy part, and then you'll see a trail that goes off to the right.
Yeah.
It's
How
about
far
5
is it?
kilometers out there.
Oh, that's not very far.
And we started this rock pile out there 15, 16, 17 years ago. It's a place where we go to pay our respects to people that have passed away. And we've made an official trail out there.
Monument.
Yeah.
And now people are using it, and they're appreciative, and they're putting their rocks on there, and
Yeah.
so you have to check it out.
Yeah, we get out, you know, sometimes I'll go down that way. I have it, you know, usually you go down, there's a kind of if you go far enough, there's a ridge that kind of swings back to the ocean there, and so I usually go about that far, but I do like the solitude of this desert.
Yeah.
I love it. And see a little quail coming by, and there's some rabbits.
I used to run on these mountains behind me, and you can see them from our kitchen window. And I remember the kids were really young, and I got home from my run, and Tracy's like, "Zach, the police came by today." And I'm like, what the heck? Why'd the police come by? And I guess when Tracy was cleaning or something, and I'm not saying this because she's a bad mom, I don't mean that at all, but it just goes to show the beauty of our town. At the time, we were the very last, well, almost the last house at the edge of town. And I guess the kids saw me running up on the hill, and they went running off to see me. How old were the kids, Trace, about that?
3 and 4.
They're probably 3 and 5, something like that. And so they went running off to see me, and the police saw them, and came to tell Tracy that they were out there, and they were just running off to see me. So as we're heading back home, Tracy, how does it make you feel when you see people out here on the trails?
Oh, it's so cool. I mean, in the past it used to be like, oh, I've got these trails to myself, which was nice. But it's even nicer to see. It's not that there is a ton of people and you're, you know, coming across people all the time, but when you do see people, they're so happy and loving it out here. So I think that's really, really rewarding.
I think it's cool. I agree with everything you said. But what's amazing is you come across someone, you know, who's lived here all their lives, and they didn't know the trails were here. And to see them now using them and bringing their kids out here, or when people come from out of town now, sharing it with them. So yeah, whoever says they don't like trail running, my guess is they probably haven't done it. And just one other thing. You don't have to be fast to be a trail runner. Right now we're hiking, and I'm considering this trail running. So
Like I say, it's just moving. You don't even have to run.
yeah, just getting out there. Just get out there. It's pretty hard to be in a bad mood after you've broke sweat.